Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 206 on the Leek. I'm John as always, and we've got a new draft format. My beloved Ravnica allegiance is gone, and we are on to War of the Spark, which has not been great. It's been interesting. It's very bomby. It's the bombiest set I think I've ever played. I think it's bombier than Fate Reforged. Luckily, we have what is one of the very bomby aspects, which is the rare Planeswalkers. The uncommon Planeswalkers I like. The mythic Planeswalkers are mythic. The rares, the fact that they go up in loyalty and that there's so many of them is huge. So I'm pretty happy taking a Vivian. I think she's one of the lower end of the rare walkers, but she's still very good. There's a Bleeding Edge here, which is quite good. Aven Eternal is a very good common, but if you're first picking a common in this format, I think you're behind the 8-ball already. So I'm going to take this Vivian and be very happy with her. We could head into Green-Blue Proliferate, which has been a super fun deck, or see where the cards take us, but I'm going to take Viv here. This, of course, is a sponsored draft. This is Jan's sponsored draft, and thank you very much for the continued support. Following a Vivian with an Arlen is fantastic. There's a Bloomhulk here, which I would really like, but Arlen's just better. We can get one of these, I hope. Gleaming Overseer is also pretty good. Blue-Black Amass Hexproof token can be quite scary, but Arlen's very good, and I'm happy to take a second Planeswalker here. So in we go. 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop. There we go. So now I really want to head towards Proliferate, just because proliferating Arlen is insane, because not only do you proliferate her and get maybe an extra wolf or more, but your wolves have counters and proliferate as well. So I am very much looking at a direction already. Just call me an MTG Arena draft bot. Speaking of MTG Arena, I got my email. I finished 59th in Limited for the month of April, so that's 2 months in a row that I've been top 1000 Mythic, so I am qualified for the Mythic Championship Qualifier Weekend, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and is standard, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but I do know that I'm going to take another green Planeswalker with Jian Yangu. Very, very good. Arlen's Wolf, also fantastic. I really want that as well, but I'm just going to keep taking these on-color fantastic Planeswalkers. And this is a very good start to a draft. Very, very, very good start. Jian Yangu can help us splash a little bit, maybe. Ramp. I would love if we could pick up a Kiora, especially because a lot of people are still talking down about Kiora, and they don't realize that she's actually amazing. Kiora has done everything that I've wanted Kiora to do. She starts at a super high loyalty. Everybody's focused on the static ability. I literally always forget that static ability even exists. She is a 3-drop that ramps you, gives you pseudo vigilance, paired up with a New Horizons, so you're actually getting 4 mana is insane. And oof, our green disappeared, and in fact most of our good cards disappeared. We've got a Thunder Drake, which is pretty happy pretty good for me. I'm pretty happy with that if I'm going to go into green blue. Triumphs are fine. We could try to head into green white proliferate instead. I do really like a Thunder Drake though. That's actually tough. I'm very much torn between the Thunder Drake and the Gideon's Triumph. Triumph, of course, is an edict for attacking or blocking? Attacking or blocking, which is fine. That is fine. You know, if your opponent's attacking you with all of their creatures, you're probably in a bad spot anyways. But especially because we have the ramp, I think I'm just going to take the Thunder Drake. I'm going to hope that green-blue does appear to be open. And I mean, kind of. Green, green, blue, blue, green, green, blue. There's only 3 cards not in green-blue. They're all mediocre. They're all very mediocre. These 2 black cards are actually better than every green and blue card here, I think. We could take a stealth mission. It doesn't proliferate, but it gets counters on things. And that's the trick with the proliferate decks, is you have to have both halves. And I have 100% drafted and seen people draft blue-green decks that don't put counters on things. Proliferates, but there's nothing to proliferate. Or It puts counters on things, but it only puts one counter on things and doesn't proliferate at all. So this is sideboard only. This is sideboard only. This is bad. This is bad. This is very mediocre. This is very mediocre. So I'm going to take this stealth mission. Not a huge fan of it. I wouldn't mind cutting it. Now here's what I'm happy about. This proliferates and puts a counter on it. Courage and Crisis is a great pickup here. Centaur Nurturer is fine, but I think Courage and Crisis for our deck and what we're doing is the most important. So we're going to take that. And this, in fact, even says to me a little bit that green's open. Red, not open necessarily. Black, maybe open, although people are very down on Sorin's Thirst. I think they're wrong. It's not great, but it's fine. Cruel Celebrant is very bad, though. So we're going to take that Courage and Crisis. Neoform is not good. Crawl Stinger is fine. Blocks really well. Blocks bombs. Blocks armies. I'm happy with everything about that. Teo's pretty bad. Charm Stray is awful. Shriek Diver is fine. I don't. It probably suggests that black could be a little bit open here, but we've got our path, and we're going to stick to it. And boy, are we going to stick to it with another Courage and Crisis. Yeah, I'm super happy with this. We're going to need to get some creatures at some point, so I am going to take an Ashiok Skulker here. I'm hoping we get better creatures, but we do need creatures. I've been playing a lot of blue-red spells with like 8 creatures in my deck, and that's including things that amass. But this deck won't be able to get by with that few. I don't want another Ashiok Skulker, but I'm not going to play anything here. Toll's probably the best card. I super don't want to go green-black. Let's just keep cutting blue. All of these cards are mediocre and pointless and don't mean anything, so let's take the Behemoth, I guess. Yeah, black's probably a little bit open. I'll take that. But I think we want to be on our plan. So Return to Nature for the sideboard's great. Plus, it's my preview card. Well, one of my preview cards. Wall of Runes, we're hopefully not going to play that. There's many better things that we can do. So Vivian does not make a creature, but Arlen makes creatures. Jiang does not make creatures. So we've got 1, and hopefully 2 or 3. 2, 3, 4 creatures right now. I'll play a worm. We're ramping with Jiang. I think we're fine there. Palmbright Druid is not as good as Bloomhulk, which is there. Maybe we can wheel this. Maybe people don't know in our pod that this card's actually like just aggressively fine. I'm not a fan of this card. I see people lose with this card way more than they win with it. But I'm very happy to take a Bloomhulk. This is a pushed common. 4/4 for 4 is already not something you see that often, and giving it Proliferate is huge. This is Triumph's awful. Saheeli's not for our deck. Aven Eternal's great as well, but I think the Bloomhulk's just way better for what we're doing here. 3 extremely solid Planeswalkers. Yeah, let's grab that Bloomhulk. Eternal Skylord, get in my deck. Get in my deck. Plus, there's nothing else here. This is sideboard only. This is unplayable. We are going to cut this card. This is fine. I don't hate the card. A lot of people do. I think I'm fine on it. But Eternal Skylord is just super good. In you go. Get rid of that Tithebreaker Giant. We know exactly what colors we are here. We knew what colors we were. Nothing here is good. Bond of Insight is okay in a blue-red spells deck, but I'd rather just play other spells. It's not okay in this deck. Silverwing we might end up playing if the rest of the draft goes poorly, but I hope not. Naga Eternal, I don't think we'd ever want to play. Steady Aim, no. So, yuck. I think I'm taking the Silverwing, but we're going to look to cut it. Yeah, let's take the Silverwing. Hey, there we go. Paradise Druid is fantastic for us. Ramping to Arlen, ramping to Worm. Pretentious Plan. Pretentious Plan. Contentious Plan is also very good, but Paradise Druid is better, so let's take that. And we can get rid of this wall. We are not going to have to even think about playing that. And then again, we get a pack with just nothing for us. So I guess we'll take a Naga Eternal, but we're going to look to cut it. Crocodile I don't like, but again, nothing for us. Black, I think. Black is probably open, but if you don't have bombs, don't switch colors. This draft format's weird. Anything that you learn from this draft format, when Core Set 2020 comes along, forget it. This draft format is not, it is not applicable to any other draft formats. You should get your bombs, and you should play those bombs. You should lock into your first pick. Switching around will go badly for you. Which is a draft format that I have concerns about the longevity of, I will say. So here we've got a stealth mission, which I'm not playing another stealth mission. I think I might just take the rare here. We're not playing a Guild Globe for any reason. Let's take the rare. It's probably worth like a cent or so. Iron Bully is perfect. Puts a counter on stuff. It's a totally fine creature. Happy to grab that. Otherwise, yeah, just not much here. So the deck is looking decent. Deck's looking decent. I do want to grab a Contentious Plan or a Pollen Bright Druid. I think we're about to get possibly a Pollen Bright Druid back around. How many picks do we have? No, we did not get our Pollen Bright Druid back. We got a Nissa's Triumph back, which is awful. Absolutely awful card. So I'm just going to take the Gateway Plaza. We probably won't play it. Not unless we hit some sort of crazy bomb in pack 3. So we've got 11 creatures. This makes 12. Yeah, that's pretty fine. That is pretty fine. I just want a bit more proliferate. Give me like a Pollen Bright Druid, a Contentious Plan, and then I think we're good. I don't like God Pharaoh's statue. I won't not play it if we have the ramp for it, but we're going to attempt to not play it. There was nothing else in that pack that I was going to take. How are we getting counters on this? Stealth Mission, Encouraging Crisis, Iron Bully. Yeah, we're actually getting counters on it pretty decently. I'll take a Steady Aim for the sideboard. It's not my favorite because it doesn't necessarily even kill the creature. Totally Lost, probably not in the main board, but it's a possibility. Take a Demolish. It's just expensive. It doesn't always do what you need to do, but if you're against someone who's playing heavy duty amass, it's fine. Take a Swamp. All right, pack 3. Let's polish this deck up a little bit. We had a great start with those 3 Planeswalkers, and I don't feel like I've seen a Planeswalker since. We get a Karn, which I guess I have to check the value of, but otherwise we are not touching with a 10-foot pole. Otherwise, this pack is dead to us. Yay. Karn, the Great Creator. 650. I'm just going to take that for the value, because otherwise I'm taking a Relentless Advance, which is a very replaceable card, whereas this is like half a draft. Yup. I'm going to take half a draft. This card's so bad otherwise. A lot of people have been trying to convince me that if you get, Parhelion Patrol, you can play Karn and have Parhelion Patrol into the sideboard. I still don't like it. Or like you can animate this statue, and I still don't like that. I still don't like that at all. Well, there's the Pollen Bright Druid that we want, and nothing else. So this is an easy pick. And this deck is definitely coming together now. I want to cut this statue. I'd like to cut the Silverwing. I'd like to cut the Eternal. But that's it. I could cut the Skulker and the Crocodile as well. Well, we got a blue card. Yeah, I want both these cards. We're a little bit light on... Well, we're not a little bit light. We are very light on removal. So I'm going to take the Band Together over the Bloom Hulk. But I want another Bloom Hulk. But let's take that Band Together. This deck seems pretty okay. We get a Mowu, which is great for us. There's a Crunch Wrangler I would take as well. But we'll take a Mowu and feel very happy with it. We just need 2 more cards and we have a deck, and then we can start to cut. Evolution Sage. Yep, we're good. We are very, 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 very good. Evolution Sage in. Now I just really want anything that puts more counters on. But Evolution Sage with these 3 Planeswalkers, with the Wolves, oh, yeah, this deck looks great. I guess we maybe need a little bit more blue, just to balance out the colors a little bit. We'll take a Cron Triangler here. It triggers once, twice, thrice. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Get a counter on it, it's fine. Mobilized District's also a little cute, but I haven't been terribly impressed with it. I've been more impressed with the Crunch. Actually, no, that's the playable deck, because this is not in our deck count, or in our deck, period. Yeah, we are green, and vaguely blue. If we could get 4 playable good green cards, I would actually go mono green with this, I think. I'd really like to get Contentious Plans, but it looks like somebody's taking my Proliferate stuff, but didn't take the Evolution Sage. We got that, what, 4th-ish pick? 5th-ish pick? Maybe 4th-ish pick. Well, we get a Relentless Advance, which is a counter. 3 counters, technically. We are not playing a Neoform. It is such a bad card. Such a bad card. Like, what would we even do? We would turn a Paradise Druid into a 3/2. So I'll take the Relentless Advance here and cut the statue, because the statue is just stupid. The statue's really aggressively mediocre. Nobody's in our deck. Nobody's in our deck. Merfolk Skydiver is great. Get rid of that Silver Wing. And then our deck disappears. But I think our deck's built. Our deck is built. I don't want another Relentless Advance. I don't want another Naga Eternal. So, take whatever. Sure. We got all the Return to Natures. Cool. I like this deck. I like this deck a lot. It looks really good. This is also the 3rd green-blue deck in a row that actually, no, I played blue-red spells at FNM last night. But on Arena, I played back-to-back green-blue Proliferate. We really missed on getting the Contentious Plans, but the Skydiver and the Sage, the 3 Walkers, this is gonna go well. Removal is gonna be our one tricky spot, which almost makes me want Totally Lost. Just as like a guaranteed amass removal. Maybe our creatures are just so big that we don't even care. That's going to be my plan. Let's add some cards. 12-5. 11-6. 11-6 sounds a little bit better. I guess Paradise Druid taps for blue. Anything with a counter and Jiang out taps for blue. I think 11-6 probably works. 12-5. A little bit too out there. Silver Wing's a no. God Pharaoh Statue's a no. Merchant Zone's awful. Sideboard. It's wild. There's no green that I dislike. It's the blue that I dislike. The Skulker and the Naga. But I think we're good. So we're going to save that deck. And we're going to go play some Magic cards. Feel good about this deck, which means 0-2. But we'll see. I will say I had more fun drafting this in paper last night. And if you're watching this today, Saturday, May the 4th, we're going to be drafting tonight. Paper. Behind this green screen. If you haven't seen it before, over at twitch.tv/TheManaLeak, we do a room camera and draft cameras, so you get to see all of my picks and all of somebody else's picks, and then we do overhead camera of all the matches, or all of my matches anyways, with card recognition software and the players mic'd up with lapel mics and whatnot, which I have to get set up in the next few hours. But yeah, come check that out. 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time over on twitch.tv/TheManaLeak. It will be up on YouTube later. But hanging out in Twitch is great. It helps me get closer to being partner over there, which is going to mean more content, more opportunities, etc. And you get to chat with us and chat with everybody else. And play marbles, of course. and play marbles. Alright, opponent. You wanted a match, and now you're not wanting a match? There we go. Alright. Alright. Cooperate with me, deck, and we're going to be good. That is a Skydiver on 2. I will take a 2/2 flyer on turn 2 any day of the week. Oops, I am pushing arena keys to try to advance. There we go. F2, not space. Opponent with the island. Us with an island draw. Yeah, it is Saturday morning, so we are going to flood or screw. We are definitely going to flood or screw. Opponent on the double blue. Okay, okay. That's not no escape mana. I like it. Yeah, more lands. Cool. We need those lands, otherwise we're never going to cast Arlen. Counter on the Skydiver, pass the turn. And I mean, 10 turn clock in the air right now. Opponent on the mono blue plan. Spellkeeper weird, sure. I can race the heck out of that. Not if my opponent doesn't pass priority, though. There we go. Yeah. Just all the lands. There's no point in using these courages just yet, so we'll just bash in for 2. Yeah, I've got double the clock on them. Why not? So is our opponent blue-red spells with this Spellkeeper weird? I would expect so. But this card is also just fine in other archetypes as well. We're going to take 1, and they're going to pass the turn missing a land drop, which we are not doing at all. This is 5. It's 5. So I guess next turn we might just be proliferating our Skydiver. But then we are Arlening, making a wolf, and then getting a little bit friggin' nutty. They are blue-red spells, okay. Okie dokes. Ooh, Jiang. I almost want to bait some removal here. I'm going to bash in for 2. Yeah, Jiang's just going to walk out there. Just be like, hey, don't shoot me in the face with a removal spell, please. We're not even going to minus him. There's the counter. There's the counter, which means Arlen is hopefully a little bit more safe next turn. Because she's the Planeswalker we really want to stick. If she sticks down, it's going to be nutty with these double courages. Oh, opponent could be blue-black as well. Lazotep Reaver? Sure. That holds up no escape mana. That still holds up the no escape mana. Come off it, deck. Alright, one time. We did it. We did it, Reddit. We did it. I'm going to take this 1 turn off, just because I want to have my blockers back. And then we're going to get real friggin' stupid. Really, really stupid. Please don't Kefnet me. That would be bad. But it would also be very War of the Sparky. So you got a 3/2, you bounced your Lazotep Reavers, sure. You got yourself a 4/3. And now we're going to do some very bad stuff to you, opponent. We are going to make a wolf. And then we're going to make an army. And then everything's going to get bigger. I would like to proliferate that, and that, and that, and that, and that. That's all. Yeah, we're going to come on in for 4 with this wolf and pass the turn. This is just dumb. Next turn we'll have the mana for Courage and Skydiver Proliferate. Probably just come in with Team. It's going to be 6 times 4. It's going to be 24 damage coming at them. 25 damage because of the extra counter. Yeah, can you block 25, opponent? Can you block 25? So they've got a Lazotep Reaver in hand and 4 other cards. They may just have to play the Lazotep Reaver just to, like, have a chance of blocking. Yeah, there's the Lazotep. And I mean, once we make that next wolf, I don't even care about protecting Arlen. They can't return No Escape and cast it. So I'm wondering what they have in hand. At least we're not getting punished for the flood this time. Alright, so we're going to put another counter on this. Proliferate everything again. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Then we're going to smash on in for 24. They have to block at least 3 of these things. We win! Oh my god, this format. It's a little bit nutty. It's a little bit nutty. We're going to go back in because the deck did exactly what we needed it to do. I mean, I guess flooding out is exactly what we needed it to do there. We definitely had some help from our opponent not doing too much. This is fine. I wish Jiang Yangu was 4 mana. Just because he competes with so many other things that you want down first, that he basically is 4 mana all the time. We're going to keep this. Like, it doesn't make any sense to play him unprotected before the Evolution Sage. But then we have to take the turn off to play him the following turn. He's 1 less than Mowu, which means that Mowu can't even protect him. He has to be there. I guess he has to be there first before Mowu. He has to bring his magical stone dog with him. But then, hey, we get to put counters on War Skull Crocodile and just be an awful person. Okay. You go over there with the other 5 drops. The trick that I have to remember is when Evolution Sage is down, play my Planeswalkers and counter creatures first, and then play the land for turn. Opponent on mono black, cool. No Lazotep Reaver, like it. Like it a lot. Opponent hit F2 thinking that would pass their turn. It does not. There we go. Land, cool. Cool. So that means Jiang is going to get an extra counter the following turn. If they play an island, though, Interplanar Beacon is great. That is no concern of mine. So they do not have counter spells that they can hit us. They're going to Spark Reaper. Yeah, that's fine. Super fine. Oh, a Vivian instead. She'd go up to 5. She wouldn't just die. Oh, there's too many choices here. Alright, we're going to go with Evolution Sage. Evolution Sage into Jiang. Counter on Evolution Sage. Land, proliferate. And then we're in pretty good shape. Especially if they stay off colors here. And they played a swamp, so they are still off colors. And then we can Relentless Advance. Maybe play a land, proliferate, have a 4/4 army and a 5/4 Evolution Sage. A 1/5 is not going to do it. I think we're in good shape. Didn't attack, which is weird. Alright, I almost played that land. So Jiang Yangu. We'll have Jiang put a counter on Evolution Sage, play a land for the turn, proliferate, Sage and Jiang, and we are in very good shape at this point. Next turn, maybe Viv? Kind of want more creatures is the trick, so we might hold off on Viv. Maybe we actually Ward Scale Crocodile. Start getting really gross with it. Both at Jiang, eh? So I'm assuming they have Rakdos Rides again. So I'm actually totally fine letting Jiang just die here. Because if we block there, we lose Evolution Sage, and I don't want to lose Evolution Sage. Not with Viv, not with Relentless Advance. Too much to lose if we do that. So we could drop Vivian, give that Vigilance, up Viv by 1, or we could just drop a Relentless Advance, make it a 4/4. Yeah, I like that better. Let's come on in for 5. Drop the advance. Drop the land. Maybe we should have... Yeah, we could have had one more damage if we just did all of this pre-combat, but I guess I was being overly cautious there. If we lose by 1, we know I screwed up. So this is what? 1 creature gets Vigilance? Okay, 1 creature. If we hit a land, we have Vivian flash in Crawlstinger. 3 mana Ambush Viper, ain't bad. Ooh, Planeswalker spells. Blue and red. Kasmina. It's not the worst thing in the world. So they're going to loot away. I guess they're trying to find a land. So if we hit a land, what's she going to be? A 7/6? 2, 3, 4, 5? Can't even kill her? That's going to be decent. Throw away a Lazotep Reaver. Find a land. Found the blue land. Now I feel a little bit of pressure. Slightly under pressure. Doot. Land? Hey, we got there. Yeah, so we're going to drop Vivian. And then land. Proliferate everything. We're going to give Evolution Sage Vigilance. And we're going to send everything at Kasmina. And they're either going to lose 2 creatures or lose Kasmina. Gives it reach too? Vigilance and reach, holy moly. Dead Kasmina, perfect. Then we can flash in this Crawlstinger. If they have a counterspell, they may just have to pass the turn. Looks like they are going to cast something though. Another Planeswalker. Oh, nope. Blue-red, Planeswalker. Come on. Come on. Alright. So I assume they're just going to kill my Evolution Sage. This is not how I wanted to die. Not how I wanted to die. I wonder if they get greedy and throw everything at Vivien, though. Yeah, kill the Sage, sure. 2, 3, 4. They could knock Vivien down to just 1. Well, no, they're going to leave up a blocker for the zombie army. Spark Reaver into Viv. Yeah, I'll trade. Or will I trade? No, Vivien can take 2. She's a big girl. She can take 2. Bloom Hulk. Don't mind if I do. So we get to kill both of those creatures, which is fine by me. So let's +1. Give the 5/5 Vigilance. And then we could flash in Bloom Hulk. We could flash in Ward Scale. Bolus. I assume we'll see Wizard on Crawl and Charity on Zombie. Yep, that is what we saw. And that's fine. Then we'll pass the turn. We can flash something in to hopefully get through to Bolus this turn. And we will exile maybe just a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'd probably just exile a land. I guess he could also... Giving that Vigilance doesn't make sense. He can't -2 to look at the top 3 cards. Yeah, he's just going to draw a card and make us exile. And we're going to exile a land. Yeah. Goodbye, Forest. And then I just want to see this island tap. I really want to see the island tap. Okay, let's try to get the Bloom Hulk down. Get the counterspell out, and then we can Ward Scale Crocodile next time. Yeah, there's the no escape. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We still get to pressure Bolus here. We get to get rid of their Spark Reaper. So we'll drop a land. I won't Vigilance this up because I kind of want to dig for a creature. And let's attack Bolus. Man, if we finally kill Bolus and they just rip out Aid the Fallen, I'm gonna be grumpy. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, you just... Oh, cool. It can sack itself. Gain a life, draw a card. Whatevs, whatevs, whatevs. So we're going to -2 Viv. I get to put whatever I want. And I can cast it whenever I want. Well, I can cast it whenever I could cast it. We don't really need the Druid. So I actually kind of like the Courage and Crisis. And then these go any order. And we'll pass the turn. And so their no escape is already gone, so I'm pretty happy to surprise Ward Scale Crocodile. Though we could also surprise Ashiok Skulker, and then at least it can get through to Bolus. They're going to draw a card, we'll exile a land. Vizier of the Scorpion, sure. So in that case, I'm definitely going to go with the Skulker, because then we can just get through to Bolus and kill him. They're going to drop a land. Dreadmalkin, don't care. Alright, once we get Bolus down, this game becomes a lot different. So let's get Skulker. Man, so I have to keep this open to be able to cast? Oh, I can only cast a creature card. Oh, that was a punt. Well, we got another Courage and Crisis. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to make this unblockable. And we're going to make it vigilant. And we're going to absolutely murder Bolas, which I assume he'll sack to up Dreadmelkin. Which, again, is not really a problem. Oh my god. Sure. Sure. You Teferi's time twisted. Oh, this is War of the Spark. This is War of the Spark. And this is why it's a miserable garbage set. Because oops, Bolas. Oops, Bolas. I don't mind some super powerful mythics in a set. But when... Because you don't see them all that often. When every frigging mythic is ludicrously powerful, well, there's a pretty big friggin' problem with the set, because they're going to show up multiple times every draft. You're going to one Vivian? Sure. Well done. You sure did one her. Oh, this is going to take forever. Oh, she got RKO'd out of nowhere. Alright, so we've lost this game, but honestly, it's going to take our opponent forever to kill us, and I'm just going to have them lose a whole bunch of time. That's what I'm going to do. Also, we could just kill Bolas. So, I'm just going to kill Bolas. Just going to kill Bolas. Because now suddenly we might be back in the game again. Do it again, I dare you. Do it again. Do it again. Huh. Yeah, you definitely could have sacked Bolas to the zombie cat, but you didn't. Okay. We might still be in this. They're going to keep up their Death Toucher. We're going to drop our Hexproof Crocodile. Pass the turn. And that's probably going to stop them from attacking us. We're going to put a counter on Crocodile and proliferate this. We'll have an 8/8 army and a 6/4 Hexproofer. I will take one. Because I don't think you're sacking anything. They can sack their finisher, and that's it. Spellkeeper weird. Ugh. That's annoying, because now we have to always remember that they have a counterspell in hand. Well, this works. This works. We are going to Courage and Crisis the Crocodile. And proliferate. Man, the fact that it doesn't automatically select everything like Arena does is a little rough. I will at some point hit done thinking that everything is going to proliferate, and then we'll proliferate again. Because 2 counters is better than 1 counter. And look at that, we got an 8/6 Hexproofer. So we could come in with both. They would kill the Hexproof. So 3/3, 5/5. Yeah, so we can double block next turn, and they have to sack way more than they're going to want to. What else can they bring back right now? Just No Escape? No Escape and Teferi's Time Twist. Erratic Visionary, sure thing. And we're actually a little bit back in control here. I wouldn't mind getting Arlen back down. A Worm would be fine. Eternal Skylord would be huge. We would get to hit them for 11 in the air with very little that they could do about it. But we have to remember Counterspell is now online. And I think we just do this to make them use the Counterspell. No? Okay. that's a finisher that we just got there. It's a 10-turn clock, but they missed their chance to no escape it. Unfortunately, being hellbent, we are not going to be casting 2 spells in 1 turn. But I think we've beaten Bolas. It may be that it comes down to time in game 3, but I think we beat the Bolas deck. Maybe. No attacks? No attacks. Well, let's try to fly in for 2 and start this clock. It's just no escape, right? No escape and time twist. Cruelty? Sure. So that's why they were holding their no escape. Man, not being able to cast our Skylord's gonna hurt. We do deck them first. They're 3 cards behind us. We die to that, though. Boy, howdy do we die to that. We die to that real hard. What did they take back? How do I already forget what they took back? Oh, come on. You need to tell me what they took back. The more I try to think about it, the more I can't remember what that card was. Yep. I've already literally forgotten what it was. They're tapped out of blue, though, so we can cast Mowu. We can cast Mowu. They can, of course, bring back their cruelty whenever they want now. But we are on a 5-turn, 4-turn clock. Band together would be pretty damn big. So we need to hit band together. And that's about our only out. Oh, that's an out. Well, use that combat trick, or use that removal spell. Removal spell? Counter spell. Use that counter spell. You really need to use that counter spell. You don't have a choice about using that counter spell. Yeah, there we go. They figured it out. They figured it out. They get to scry. Scrying to the bottom. Cool beans. And we are still on a clock. We need band together. Now we can get Eternal Skylord. Band together, Eternal Skylord. That's 2 hits out of 16. I don't know if there's any other hits. Hey. Better lucky than good. Better lucky than good. Now the question becomes, do we hit them for 11 and hope that they can't kill us in the crackback? Actually, they can just kill us in the crackback, can't they? 1, 2. Yeah, we do not fly in. We don't fly in because we have 4 blockers. And they would have us at 2, and then we would block, and die. Alright, so we still want to find some answers here. Band together so we can get rid of what, like the cat? Oh, come on! Bolas Ugin? Yikes. Yikes. Well, kill my army, I guess. And now we're dead. It was a very long game 1. Or sorry, game 2. Very long match 1. So game 3, our opponent's not going to have a whole lot of time. And we just need to avoid like the no escape and the cruelty. And just have them not hit Bolas, I guess. Rescuer Sphinx is their only flyer, so I'm not siding in the garbage reach combat trick. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Return to nature doesn't do anything. Well, it vaguely does something. It stops the Spellkeeper weird. I don't think it's enough, though. Saheeli's Silverwing won't block a 4/3. Godpharaoh statue? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Maybe just over the worm? Yeah, you know what? Let's try Godpharaoh statue. Like, we would have won the game if we had Godpharaoh statue down. And let's go back in. Possible to win on time here. We are like 8 minutes ahead of our opponent or something like that. So we'll see how it goes. This deck's good, though. This deck's good. Their deck just has some of the best cards in the format, which is War of the Spark in a friggin' nutshell. We're going to play first. We have an unkeepably bad hand. This is just a no-go. Oh my god, we don't have the London Mulligan anymore. If any of you say anything about the London Mulligan and in any way stop the London Mulligan from being introduced, I will find you. Keep and hope a land is on top, I guess. Oh, get wrecked us. Get wrecked us. Give me the friggin' London Mulligan. Land, please. Please, please land. Just do it one more time. Just do it one more time. Ooh, our opponent did the same thing. Our opponent did the same thing. But they didn't get there. They got punished. Or they accidentally F6'd. They accidentally F6'd. The choose not to play a land, go to discard a land play. Opponent plays a land. Deck, come on. This is going to feel so bad if we just lose to this kind of crud. Sure is a Spellkeeper weird. Sure can't attack into it. Land. Are we Viving? I guess we have to Viv. Or maybe we just make a 3/2. Viv. I like Viv while the counter spell's down. And we'll +1 her, but not actually attack. But we need to put on pressure. They've got black, black, black. Ugh. Well, we have Band Together, which actually pretty drastically changes stuff. They're going to take one off Viv. Sure, you didn't accomplish anything there because we're just going to +1 her again. So yeah, we'll +1 her again. And I guess we can flash in Drake. No, they've got the... No, let's not flash in. Not when the counter mana's down. And now we've got like a very good Band Together to get rid of the Vizier here. Opponent's still off the red. Still like that. I just want to see this blue tapped every turn. Yeah, there we go. Flux Channeler, sure. A-OK. A-OK. Really? Gladly trade. That was a weird attack. I don't agree with that attack. Well, we are going to +1 and bash in for 2 in the air. Like we just do not care. And then we'll pass the turn, flashing in the Naga Eternal. If we get a counterspell off of it, awesome. Tap the blue. 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 Lazotep Reaver, sure. You got another 1/1 Death Toucher. Sure thing, Areno. You ain't got no attacks, though. You got attacks, though. So what? This is going to be a 2/2. This is going to be a 4/4. Actually, you know what? No. Nah, man. We're going to choose... We're going to go band together. Thunderdrake. Okay. Hit that. There we go. Get rid of that. No counters on that. They get a proliferate, but big whoop. Biggest of whoops. Biggest whoops. Ward scale's pretty damn nifty. We are going to give Vigilance. Smash in. Pass turn, flash in ward scale. Please no mountain. No mountain. What you got? Cruelty. Oh, that's just cruel. Then you're going to jam everything at Viv, right? Just the Death Toucher, eh? Just the Death Toucher. Just the Death Toucher. At Viv. Yeah, that's fine. I still want to flash in the Crocodile. Whoops, Crocodile. Whoops, Vigilant Crocodile. Whoops, counter on the Crocodile. Proliferate everything. And then we actually get to come in with this 7/5. This Reach Vigilance Hexproof 7/5. And then pass the turn. And we can flash into Paradise Druid. And then we have Arlen next turn, and we're in very, very, very good shape here. Skylord, sure. You gonna hit this for 4? No? Coward. Let's drop Paradise Druid. Land? Bully. Bully, 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 bully. Well, plus oneing Arlen doesn't do, or plus oneing Viv doesn't do much here, eh? Not really. It'd be nice if we could find Stealth Mission for the Crocodile, just to finish this off. Let's -2 Viv. So she still doesn't die to the army. Evolution Sage is nice. Pop those down any order. So 1, 2, 3 for Evolution Sage. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can flash in 2 things. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Yeah, we're just going to pass the turn here. And then flash in Evolution Sage, flash in Iron Bully, jam a counter on... probably on the Evolution Sage. You're going to hit Viv. She's just sitting there in the open. Alright, so let's Iron Bully first. See if we get a counter spell. We do not. Iron Bully counter on itself because it has Menace. And we'll flash in Sage as well. Land? Hit a land. We should have played Arlen first. Or no, we couldn't play Arlen. Or no, we could have played Arlen first. Proliferate. Counters on everything. Counters on everything. And then we'll drop Arlen. Make a wolf. I'm going to give... Paradise Druid Reach, I guess. And we'll pass the turn. We're in super good shape here. Opponent's down to 4.5 minutes. And we're really just looking for that stealth mission. Although we can probably just attack with everything relatively soon. Brings back the cruelty. Why? Kill the Sage, I guess? Sure. One less creature on their board. No more flashing back crazy shenanigans. Totally fine with all that. So we could try to find our Bloom Hulk. Is that our only other proliferate creature? It might be. Also, this video has been an hour long and we're still in match 1. Yikes. Cool. My turn, eh? That sure is a God Pharaoh statue. That sure is a God Pharaoh statue that you cannot interact with your deck, I don't believe. So we're going to -2 Viv. Grab a Pollen Bright Druid. We will Arlen. We will drop the God Pharaoh statue. Do you have a Crushed Descent? You do not. Pass that turn. Pass that turn. And our opponent's going to die. They're going to go to 4. 4 turn clock here. It's my end step. My end step, not their upkeep. Interesting. Their spells all cost more, and we are in just ludicrously good shape here. So we're going to -2 Viv again, I guess. And we're just going to win here. The Bolas statue beats the Bolas deck. Ooh, Eternal Skylord. Don't mind if I do. Let's make a wolf. And let's pass the turn. So 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Cool, we can cast everything. Opponent's going to play Saheeli. That ain't going to do it. That ain't going to do it. So we will drop the Pollen Bright Druid. Proliferating everything. That and that and that and that and that and that and that. And then we'll play Skylord. I was trying to bait out a counterspell there. Hey, we won. We won. 1-0. Holy moly. There's 2 more matches left. I didn't expect that to take that long, so let's hope the next 2 go quicker. We beat Bolas. We beat Ugin. Now we just have to face the deck that has like 7 gods in their deck. Okay. Deck, be good to me. Be good. Be good. Be good? Ooh. Ooh. Deck was real good to us. Pollen Bright on 2, Sage on 3, even if we miss a land. I like it. I like it a lot. Holy moly. Opponent's green-white, the other Proliferate deck, which is equally kind of scary. So we'll drop this Druid. And then we'll have to see. We'll have to see here. I don't hate the bully. Grizzly, sure. I don't hate the bully. Did get a land, though. Did get a land. This is tough, because we drop Sage, we drop the land, nothing proliferates. We drop the land. We drop the land, we bully. Counter on bully. Following turn, we could Crunch Druid proliferate. Could also just drop a 3/3. 3/3 blocks the Grizzly. Let's go with the 3/3. Let's use all of our mana. Then the following turn we could Evolution Sage, land, proliferate, Crunch. We'll see. They got their own Crunch. No attacks, I assume. No attacks. Good stuff. So we'll come in with that army for sure. We did get a land. So yeah, we are going to Evolution Sage. Drop the land. Proliferate. Make a 4/4 army. Even better attacks. And then Yeah, go to attacks. Smash in for 4. Maybe get Divine Arrowed here? Maybe we should just proliferate it again? The dubs. Wow, we just got to kill everything. Oh, that puts us in a very good spot, I think. Drop the crunch. Pass the turn. Whew. I feel much better. Nothing. Interesting. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 5 mana. We are going to smash? It's got to be just Divine Arrow, and they'll Divine Arrow our Sage, I guess. I think I'm okay with that. Let's just smash. Smash and bully. Absolutely nothing. Awesome. Yeah, so let's bully. Counter on the bully because it's got menace, so it's going to be a harder block. And we'll pass the turn. Now, we might have the option of Pollen Bright during putting a counter on something else. Land, proliferate. 3/6, gain 5 life, whatever. Whatevs. Courage and Crisis, pretty good. Pretty good here. We are going to Courage and Crisis, a counter on the Sage. And proliferate Sage and Bully. And then Pollen Bright Druid. Proliferating Sage and Bully. And look at that, we happen to be able to attack for 10 here. Take them to 8, or they lose their 3/6. Take them to 8. Cool. Cool. Land for turn. Centaur Nurturer, sure. Gain 3 life, go to 11. So they've got the dubs for the Iron Bully now. 3, 4, 5. They have just enough for this if we don't hit a land, or if we hit one of these, for example. Yeah, I'm going to put a counter on the bully, and then proliferate everything. Boop and boop. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to come on in for 13. Either demand a chump or demand a double chump. The double chump will kill the 3/6. Ooh, we will not kill the 3/6. Alright. You still go to 6. 4/7 though. That's harder to deal with. +1/+1. First strike. Gain 2 life. So many different numbers on that. 2 cards in hand, eh? 2 cards in hand. Well, we're going to proliferate. Make our Sage even bigger. It's an 8/7. 4, 5, 6. They only need 1 counter. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess we're gonna have to try. We could have come in with everything here, actually, I think. They chump, cool. Chump is great for us. We're going to drop the worm and be in pretty good shape here, I think. Get a counter on the crunch. So they have to block this. They die. Yep, they're dead. Cool. So they're green-white. I don't think we have a sideboard. We don't need God Pharaoh statue this time around. I think we just have to go faster. Possible they have Prison Realm. That's about it, though. Yeah, let's go back in. Deck is doing what deck wants to do. Deck needs to continue what deck wants to do. And then this league needs to go faster because I need to eat and get ready for that stream tonight. Let me know how your War of the Sparks are going. Let me know if you're kind of down on this set like me and many others are. The upside, of course, is we are now 4 weeks away. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 5 weeks away from Modern Horizons pre-release. We're 4 weeks away from the pre-release. And I guess 6 weeks away from actual release day of Modern Horizons. And then we'll draft that, because apparently it's going to be like Time Spiral with double-digit mechanics in the set. It's going to be complex. Could be good. Could be awful. Could be good. So we'll see. This seems okay. I don't like that I'm probably just going to make Pollen Bright Druid a 2/2, but I'll keep. We're on the draw. We can always draw. Good stuff, right? Holy crap, phone. Be quiet. It's not a land. Nothing. Cool. Cool. That's a land. Yeah, we're just going to make it a 2/2. And then we'll follow that up with Stinger, I guess. And then we got Band Together online, which Stinger kills anything we want. Our opponent's green-white proliferate deck is not playing creatures, which is huge. So we'll bash in for 2. We'll drop a 2/2. We're going to drop a 3/3. We got removal back. We get to proliferate the 2 things that'll have counters on it. We're going to be real good to go here. Real good to go. 4 mana. What you got? Centaur Nurturer. Cool. I think we just kill that. Kill that, get in for 4. Because we don't need them ramping, we don't need them getting counters on that, we don't need them proliferating. None of those shenanigans. Just a quick pass of the turn here. I like it. I like it. Makes me feel even better about killing that. Yeah, we're going to bash on in. Drop the Skylord, because then the following turn we're going to have a 5/5. In for 4. Drop Mr. Skylord here. So yeah, this will be a flying 5/5. So it's going to be 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be 12 that we're coming in for. They can gain 5, whatever. This card's not good. I don't recommend playing it. Paradise Druid, well, that's cute. But not my current plan. Not my current plan. My current plan is fly over their heads. In for 5. Take him back to 13. Get rid of this effect. So, Courage and Crisis looking pretty good next turn. Word Scale Crocodile, doesn't matter. We're just going to keep flying over. Might put a counter on the Skylord, actually. We'll see. Thunderdrake? Oh, but you see, Thunderdrake could get a counter next turn by casting these 2 spells, so we're just going to fly in for 5, take him to 8. And then actually present lethal next turn. Because this will be 5, 6, 7. A counter will make 8, plus additional counters. Drop the Drake, pass the turn. Next turn will be Paradise Druid, Courage, and Crisis. And win. Much faster. Much faster this time. Please don't hurt these. They're important to me. Please don't. Please don't. Keep them safe. And I mean, we could even just hit a land and drop Primordial Worm if we don't have the flyers alive anymore. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. I mean, I'll just take this damage. I won't. I'll throw the Crawl Stinger into the Crocodile just to hit home how awful Hexproof is and how it's a mechanic that needs to die. Yeah, tap all your mana out. Perfect. Perfect. We win. It is the G'est of G's. So we will go Paradise Druid, Courage and Crisis, counter, counter, proliferate, boop, 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 done. Smash. Cool. Cool. That was much faster. That was much, much, much faster. And we're going to go into the finals of our first mtgO War of the Spark draft. Got him. Got him good. All right. Into the finals, looking for that trophy. See if we can catch up with Lord Tupperware here and his 6 trophies. Probably not. Probably not ever. Looks like Ben's just behind him. Oh, Ben's tied for him at 6 trophies as well. Good race going on with the Lords of Limited there. Stunlock. Stunlock's a great guy. Anyone else in here? Not recognizing anyone else. All right, into the finals. Looking for that 3-0. 2-1's a fine start for the draft as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this draft format goes after a few more weeks. It is feeling way better on mtgO. It feels way better in paper. It still feels not good though. I'll keep this. This is not the best. Opponent's green. Ooh, it became the best. Became the best. So we get a Paradise Druid straight into Mowu, which is going to be pretty good. Green-red. I haven't seen much green-red. Drop the Druid. Ooh, a Pollen Bright as well. Mowu, you're going to get so big. You're so big. So vascular. What you got? Grizzly? Sure. So we're going to drop Mowu, and we're going to hope that Mowu lives the turn. And if he does, oh my god. If he does, stuff is going to get nutty. Nutty. So what are we going to do? We're going to have 5 mana available, so we could Courage and Pollen Bright. Please don't hurt Mowu. Yeah, no hurt Mowu. I'll take 4. 4 ain't gonna even remotely compare to what you're gonna take, my friend. Alright, we are going to Courage and Crisis. Land, Pollen Bright Druid. Courage and Crisis. Counter that big boy up. Make him a 7/7. Drop the Pollen Bright Druid. Proliferate. Make him a 9/9 Vigilance. Trample. Take our opponent to 11. Holy moly. And I feel like this is now out of range of everything that red-green could do to me. Like, it's just Band Together? I think Band Together is the only thing that could do anything to Mowu at this point in red-green. And it would have to be Band Together with, like, more than they currently have available. Pollen Bright Druid put a counter on, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need to get preferably a little bit more counters on Mowu here, but we could still just wipe their board. And we're going to get at least 2 counters with Evolution Sage here. Holy moly. This is dumb. This is just dumb. Unblockable 12/12. See ya. Remember, folks, super slow, grindy format that always goes to turn 15. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant turn 5. Alright, 1-0. Back on in. Back on in. That was something else. Yeah, there's nothing in red-green that's going to stop Mowu once he's bigger than like a 6/6. Outside of many blocks and combat tricks. Cool. That worked very well. Wow. So reminder for those still watching, if you are watching today and it is not yet 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time on Saturday, May the 4th, head over to twitch.tv/themanaleak and check me out streaming this in paper. This is less than ideal, but we're on the draw. We don't have many islands. We have 6 islands. I need to very quickly check out the old hypergeometric calculator. We have 33 cards left in our library. We have 6 islands, and we want to draw an island by turn, I guess by turn 4. The odds of us drawing 1 by turn 4 is 57%. What about turn 5? 67%. Oh, that's Still a little low. We really want to land by turn 3. We have 15 lands. What are the odds of us having a land by turn 3? I know this. It's 80-something. 85%. 85% I'm keeping. 85% chance we can cast Iron Bully. That's always a keep. Opponent's gone to 6. They're thinking about their 5. Opponent keeps their 6. Keeps their hand. Scries to the bottom. Cool. Cool. Let's bring this one home. Show me an island. That works. That works. Unfortunately, Bully is not going to get to suit up the Crocodile, but I guess Crocodile is in hand. A 7/5 unblockable. Gonna get Crunchy. Crunch. Still not getting there. In for 2. Show me the no land drop. Show me the no land drop, no 2-drop. We have our opening. Oh, it's another blue spell. Alright, Iron Bully. Get a counter. And I guess we're just going to race here at this point. We're not blocking because this has Menace. But they're ahead on the race right now. But Crocodile's gonna change that a little bit. Might not be a land drop here. In for 2, I will take it. I am 1 turn behind the race, but we will catch up, especially if they miss one more time here. And they do. Oh my god, that's a lot of blue. That's like all of our blue spells. In for 2. Past that turn. Yikes. Give me an island. Give me an island so we can ward scale and then stealth it. In for 2. Show me one more missed land drop here. Come on. Yes. In for 2. Drop the croc. Change the race. Massively change the race. Hope they don't have a combat trick. Oh my god, I can't cast anything. Yeah, I mean, we just have to have them not have the combat trick here, right? Like, just in for 7. They just take it like a champ. Like a champ. Island ends it. Well, it doesn't quite end it, but it pretty much ends it. Probably going to make this a 3/2 or make this a 2/2. Make that a 3/2? Sure, because then it can block the croc. Sure thing. Cannot block the croc. They could double block the croc. I think I'm pretty happy with them double blocking the croc. I almost hit done. There. Double block the croc. Oh, they can't double block the croc. Never mind. But they do have to block something or they die. That's Menace. You got to double block. Kill it all. Take them to 2. And we draw an island and we win. Otherwise, they are stuck on playing a chump blocker every single turn. They got to chump every turn. All we have to do is stick one more creature. They have to... Raging Crunch is a chump blocker. Well, we are missing on creatures, so we are going to creature them here for a bit. Island does it, and we are sitting at 6 out of 25. Alexa, what's 6 divided by 25?
6 divided by 25 equals 0.24.
Just shy of a 25% chance. 24% chance. Bloomhulk can't block it. Well, it can block it, but can't kill it. So 4/4 is a chump blocker here, and it's not even going to chump. Holy moly, we did it. And we did it really fast. In for 9. in for 9 opponent. There we go. In for 9. And we trophied. We trophied. First War of the Spark draft, 3-0. We are undefeated in mtgWAR War of the Spark drafts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know about the format. Even there, I didn't really... I'm happy that I won. But I don't know that I had fun, because most of the matches were so lopsided. And that's what War of the Spark is to me. War of the Spark has been nothing but constantly lopsided matches. There's the very, 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 very few that are close are fun, but the vast majority are lopsided. Anyways, let me know how your War of the Spark is going in the comments down below. As I said, if you are watching this on May 4th and it's not yet 6 o'clock Eastern, or even if it's a little bit after 6 o'clock Eastern, come over to twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, where we'll be drafting this in paper with some beers and microphones and cameras and card recognition software and all that jazz. If you've seen the Loading Ready Run paper tournaments like the pre-release, I do it the same style. We don't have a paper friend, and our cameras aren't quite as good as theirs, but it's still a good time, so come hang out there. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always find me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. You can go over to patreon.com/TheManaLeek and become a backer there if you want to be included for the Crack-A-Pack Tuesday giveaways, where I open a card or I open a pack and we talk about it, just like Limited Resources do, about what you would take, pack one, pick one, if it was a draft, and then a weekly Patreon winner gets all those cards, or some of the cards, or none of the cards, etc. Also, you can get a free playmat when you hit $60, whether that takes you 2 years. We have some people who have been donating however much money it takes to hit $60 over the course of 2 years, who will be getting their playmat. And of course, if you donate more, you'll get your playmat faster. So yeah, check that out. You can go over to inkedgaming.com, use promo code ManaLeek10, all one word, 10 is the number, to get 10% off your order. They've got great playmats and sleeves and dice bags, and they sell board games and all kinds of stuff over there. And yeah, if you like the content, you can click that thumbs up button. That's free, and that really helps out. You can hit subscribe if you want to see more, but if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.